Welcome back to my cozy corner of the internet. I'm Mayastar, and this is the Mayastar Podcast. I teach energy healing courses online through Mayastar Academy, share spiritual guidance and mystical musings on the Maya Muses blog, and provide healing, ritual, and spellcasting services as a starseeded shaman and professional witch. Today is episode 88 of the Mayastar Podcast, and I'm drawing from the articles on the Mayastar website at mayastar.net. Today we'll be covering energy protection, toxic personalities, energy vampires, and exploring the ways other people can deplete our energy, but more importantly, what we can do about it. As usual, I have a tendency to go off script and let my intuition guide me, so we'll be meandering around these topics and pursuing the scenic route to enlightenment. If this sounds interesting to you, stick around and while away some time with me as we explore these things together. So sit back, relax your shoulders, take a sip of chamomile tea, exhale deeply, and let's explore energetic protection from narcissists, energy vampires, and black magic, home, healing, and boundaries. Your energy field, your home, and your natural energetic boundaries. Your energy field extends from your physical body and exerts a subtle influence on your surroundings. In this sense, your home is deeply connected to you on a spiritual level. What you put into your home reflects qualities, aspirations, and inspiration that derive from your soul. As someone who uses magic every day, I can tell you that having a good clear out, decorating or spring cleaning your house can be a powerful ritual with healing and manifesting benefits. It can be difficult to appreciate the reality of the energy body because most people can't see or feel it, but almost everyone can understand it if you explain that their home is a container for it in the same way that their physical body is. When you leave your home, you lock the door. It's an important protection ritual that has effects beyond the prevention of theft of your property. Imagine how you would feel if someone came into your home uninvited, not to steal anything, but just to look around, admire your place and relax. Theft of physical property or physical damage to your home were not a risk, but how would you feel afterwards? Most people would say they felt violated. Many would experience anxiety and insomnia, and some might even choose to move away. Not everyone would appreciate how their energy was damaged by such an event. But on an energetic level, healing would be essential. Energy protection is about boundaries. It's about creating energetic security for yourself by effectively locking the door when you want or need to. It's about recognizing when your boundaries have been breached and empowering yourself with the knowledge of how to deal with those kinds of incursions. energy vampires, narcissists, unhealed people, and energetic toxicity. An energy vampire is usually a person, though there are some spiritual beings that can deplete our energy. They're generally less problematic than people. In all kinds of connections with people, we share energy because our energy fields literally overlap on an energetic level. The reality of the transaction is reflected. What happens energetically could be markedly different from what seems to be going on the surface. Most people have had the experience of meeting someone new that seemed to suck the life out of them in a way they couldn't quite explain. Sometimes it's obvious that the person has a toxic attitude. Perhaps they're very self-centered or self-aggrandizing. Or perhaps they're very cynical and come over as negative and nihilistic. But sometimes they can seem great on the surface, saying all the right things and observing all the right etiquette, but somehow still leaving you feeling drained and your energy disrupted. Often, their negative influence is completely unconscious and unintended. It could be due to a lack of healing or unresolved trauma that's creating conflict in their energy field. Or it could be due to a temporary situation that's creating a similar energetic dysregulation for them. But whatever the cause is, it's important for you to protect your energy when you're around those kinds of people, because they don't know how to or why to create and maintain their own boundaries. To manage those who are incapable or unwilling to acknowledge and observe your boundaries, the first step is to pay attention to those you connect with and how you feel around them. Tap into your intuition to identify the ways your energy field communicates with you. Perhaps when you're around energy vampires, you feel emotional or find yourself feeling anxious. Perhaps you experience a physical response like a tension headache, or you notice your shoulders becoming tense. The trick is to notice the feedback your soul gives you and create your energetic boundaries in response to that. This is especially important if the problem person is a work colleague or family member that you see regularly. When a toxic person's behavior impacts those around them but never themselves, you can safely deduce that their behavior is malignant or malicious. But sometimes the person who's causing the harm is harming themselves too. If someone's constantly sabotaging and hurting themselves and those around them, they need healing. However, that doesn't mean it's your job to heal them or continuously give them the benefit of the doubt. And it does mean that your boundaries are still vital. People will pursue healing when they're ready. It's not something you can force. Respect other people's right to their own suffering, because sometimes it's an essential part of their spiritual growth. Black magic, narcissistic manipulation, and energy protection. Black magic is magic that seeks to violate universal law. It's magic that's used to manipulate another person or control their behavior in accordance with your intentions. Black magic is most often carried out in the form of love spells, where someone is trying to make someone love them or respond to them in the way they want. Black magic of this type always backfires. There's no type of magic that will allow you to subvert someone else's free will without incurring some serious karmic repercussions. When you understand what's going on energetically, you start to appreciate how some people's behavior can amount to black magic, and such behavior will incur negative karma too. For example, narcissistic people habitually deceive and manipulate those around them in order to control their behavior or achieve their own ends. This creates the same effect on an energetic level as the use of deliberate black magic. Therefore, we can alleviate some of the problems we face when around toxic people by applying the same principles we would if we were the subject of a hex or a curse, energetically creating boundaries and backing them up with practical steps like limiting our exposure and not showing up to every disagreement they invite us to. Think of your energy field as your home, and reflect on the idea that when around opportunistic or unhealed people, you need to make sure you keep your doors locked and your curtains drawn. And that is essentially how you make a boundary. To maintain it, you do that continuously until it becomes second nature. It's not easy at first, but there are a number of energy healing techniques that can be used for this purpose. Energy healing practices that you can be attuned to by me through Mayastar Academy of Natural Healing and Spiritual Development that will help you with your energy protection and psychic self-defense include Dark Moon Mother Protection, Goddess Diana's Mirror Shield Activation, Light Sanctuary Activation, Archangel Gabriel's Empath Encoding, Negative Entities Clearing Reiki, Protection Healing Orb, Archangel Michael's Sapphire Flame, and from Maya Magical Spells, the Killing Moon Karmic Reversal 30-day Ritual Intensive. This powerful magical program works to resolve and dissolve negative and restrictive energetic attachments, such as those that derive from unhealed, damaged, and malicious people, including those we created ourselves when unhealed, damaged, or exerting a toxic influence in our own lives. If this episode resonated with you and you feel called to explore these energies more deeply, you'll find a wide range of distance attunement courses, including those mentioned in this episode, on my website at mayastar.net. I offer full support for your healing and spiritual awakening journey, with attunement sent using the Orb of Life method, which means you can receive them wherever you are in the world. You can also explore the latest spiritual guidance, articles, and daily energy updates exclusively on the Maya Muses blog at blog.mayastar.net. And if you'd like to support my work or join the Mayastar Soul Tribe community, you'll find a link for the Mayastar Buy Me a Coffee page in the description box below. The Mayastar Soul Tribe members hold a special place in my heart, so a big thank you and my brightest blessings to you. And thank you to all who like, share, subscribe or comment on these episodes. Your engagement helps this podcast get recommended to people who will find inspiration in my words. Wishing you peace, prosperity, and progress in all you do. With blessings.